Good afternoon, everybody. Maria Napoli here, work at home mama, lover of encouraging words for you. So today I was outside most of the day doing coaching calls. I love it when the weather gets amazing and warm. We live in North Carolina, and I absolutely love it when the sun gets nice and toasty warm. So I got a little bit sunburned today, ouch. But anyways, so I want to make this video for you and let you know that we need to start embracing our brilliance. Now, what does that mean? That means embracing who we are. That means loving our uniqueness. That's been something that God's been speaking to me a lot about lately. And that's, you know, for so many years I beat myself up because I wasn't this and I wasn't that. And I'm just so over that now. And what I'm finding is that the more I embrace my uniqueness, the more that I embrace who I am, all of a sudden I get fresh ideas. All of a sudden I'm getting awesome thoughts in my head about how I can keep my business moving forward and love on the people in a more creative ways than I've ever thought possible. Because when we're using our brains for anything but brilliance, when we're using our brains for anything but creativity and good stuff that we want to call forward into our life, it's taking energy away from what we want. Isn't that a bummer, right? So I just want to encourage you today. You know, God made you a masterpiece. God didn't make no junk. You are who you are. You are wonderfully and uniquely and fearfully made. And He made each of us different. He even made snowflakes different. Like every single snowflake that falls on the ground is different from the other snowflake. And there's like a gazillion of them. He is so smart. So He made you who you are. So be you. Be you. And be the best you. Cool stuff, huh? Deep. But it's good. And it's a hard one to work on. You know, I was also, and let me tell you why. I was listening to, I got a new book called Success Principles by Jack Canfield. Awesome book. Like, Amazon that tonight, guys. The Success Principles. Awesome book. And then, so we went through the first 4 principles because I homeschool my kids, so my kids get personal development most of the days of the week. I read out loud to them out of books that I'm reading because I want them to be awesome too and learn cool stuff at a young age. It took me into my 30s to really get into personal development. And then, like the next day, I listened to a John Asaraf podcast, and it talked about something called LIFO, L-I-F-O, last in, first out. And what it said, what LIFO is, last in, first out, has to do with our thoughts. And what that means is that there was a study done, and there was 100 people who all had like heart surgeries, like quadruple bypasses. Like their hearts were really bad, evidently. That's a quadruple. That's like as many bypasses as you can get, right? And so a year later, they checked in with people, and 96 of them were back in the same boat, but 4 were on their way to health, and they were healthy. So what does that mean? Last in, first out. That means that, let's say you're trying to do something new, right, in your life. You're trying to like think of yourself as a masterpiece. You're trying to think of yourself as I'm unique and I'm awesome, right? And then you fall down, right? And you get discouraged all over again. Something happens. That's because we have to recognize this principle, which is really kind of cool. It's not a principle. I think it's more like something they discovered. And so John Asaraf calls it last in, first out, which means that the last thought in is the first one to go, because you've got like piles and piles and piles of self-sabotaging negative behavior happening in your world, in you, that was been there for years. and those thoughts don't necessarily want to leave. They want to hang out with you. And so it's real easy to go back to that comfort zone, right? So you ever do that? You ever make a decision that you're going to go on a diet and you're going to like be awesome, and then you go to the store and they were baking brownies? Boom, and that fast you're buying a brownie, right? I mean, I've done that like 87 times in my life. And that's why, because last in, first out. So this is why we have to remind ourselves every day of our goals. We have to remind ourselves every day that we are masterpieces, that we are unique, that we are fearfully and wonderfully made, that we are awesome. Because as you think those thoughts, you're developing those layers of awesomeness. And then eventually the negative thoughts won't be there so much. But if they are, it's okay, because there's a whole bunch of awesome thoughts to kind of help balance that out, so that those negative thoughts don't overtake you quite so fast. Isn't that cool? LIFO, last in, first out. So anyways, I love that brain stuff. I love how the mind works. I think it's really fun. So if you enjoyed this video, awesome. Share it with your friends. And if you want more information like this, or you like this kind of stuff, you can go to my blog at marianapolilive.com, and we'll hang out there too. So thanks for watching today. You are amazing. You are a masterpiece. Yes, you are. All right, guys, have a wonderful night. Mwah. Love ya. Thanks for watching. Bye.